All right, welcome back to the S&J Sports Talk Show. Welcome back, everybody. My brother Jonathan, how you living?
How's it going?
And we got to introduce a new member to the show, my brother Jeremiah. What's happening? So we the S&J show right now, but real quick, we just want to thank everybody for following and still giving all of your suggestions. We want to give a quick review on the NFL games that happened this last weekend. They were the divisional round of playoff games in the NFL. And so we'll talk a little bit about that. Yesterday we had some great games going on. And then we also want to give our predictions for next week's AFC and NFC championship matchups. So, Jonathan, anything you want to let them know?
Hey man, just be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to our channel, and thumbs up the video if you like the content that we're making. And go ahead and say something in the comments, man. Let us know what y'all think.
Say something in the comments. The comments been looking kind of dry, huh? No one's been asking no questions in the comments. They come to us off to the side though. Off to the side, they're like, hey man, y'all need to do this. Hey man, y'all need to do that. And we're like, okay, like write something in the comments. It's good for the algorithm. So as we continue to expand, we definitely wanted to bring another one of our brothers on. Jeremiah. He has a lot of football experience, not only just playing, but also coaching the game of football. So Jeremiah, how you living, man?
Good.
You doing good?
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, it's a blessing. Thanks for showing up and blessing us with your presence. We know you. I've actually been working on getting him to be maybe a little NFL football analyst on the show. You know, come and do his own little segment. But I remember watching you play football, man, going back to like 7th grade. When did you start playing football?
I started playing since 6th grade.
6th grade. Okay, so you were like 11 years old?
Somewhere, I think 10, 11.
Okay, and you know, he was the first one in our family to play football. Everybody in the family plays basketball. My older sister played basketball. I played basketball. Everyone played basketball. And then Jeremiah was like looking at the game of basketball, and he was like, I'm gonna play football. Like I'm gonna hit somebody. I'm gonna play football. And what position did you play?
When I first started, I played receiver.
Receiver, okay.
And then I moved kind of defense in high school.
Okay. I remember you playing, was it cornerback?
Yeah.
You were playing cornerback. Okay. And I remember Jeremiah used to be guarding people, and they wouldn't even throw the ball to his side of the field because he would just be on the person so tight, like they wouldn't even throw the ball over there. So Jeremiah, what we do every show is we start off with a little trivia, a little get to know you. So we're gonna ask you a few questions just to just so that the listeners can get to know you as you are making your first appearance on the S&J Sports Talk Show. So first question I have for you, a little get to know you, and then Jonathan will let you go next. First question I have for you is, what song would you listen to on a game day? What would be your go-to game day song to pump you up, or it might be something to calm you down? Some people gotta listen to something to calm you down. What was your go-to song or artist or playlist?
I probably just listen to like anything Kanye, really.
Anything Kanye?
Yeah.
Kanye gets you pumped up? He gets you hyped?
Good.
Okay.
Really anything, honestly.
Any particular song that pumps you up? Wait, are you talking about the gospel Kanye, or are you talking about?
I mean, really, just anything. Like all of his music is good, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, so that can pump you up, though. That's cool right there. Jeremy,
cool. Hey, what was your favorite NFL football team growing up? My favorite team was the Falcons, and I remember I was walking out of church one day, and I think it was Victor. It had to be Victor or Vincent, and they talking about the Falcons playing in the NFC Championship game. And so that had to be, I think, 2012, and ever since then I've been a Falcons fan, like ever since.
Okay.
I never switched up. You know,
wow.
unlike other people, they switch up on their teams, but not me.
Okay.
How many rings has your team?
Hold on, it's my turn for a question, brother. Hold on. They shooting shots. He said, how many rings has your team run? Atlanta won a few years ago, right? Atlanta didn't win?
Tom Brady.
Oh, they were the team that had the comeback from Tom Brady? It's okay. We're not even going to get into all that. All right.
28-3, it's all good.
All right, next question we have for you, Jeremiah, is where do you see yourself going with football in the future? Do you see yourself being a trainer, coaching people on defense, being a coach? How do you see yourself in the future with football?
I see myself like being a head coach, and
Okay.
maybe a couple of years, like, but eventually I like to be a head coach of a varsity program, and then
Varsity high school.
yeah,
Okay.
do that for a while, and then get to coaching in the NFL at some point.
Okay.
If that's something I want to do.
Yeah, if it's something you want to do, you can do it. That's beautiful, man. That's great to know. Coaching at the varsity high school level and the football level. You ever thought about college level as well?
Yeah. College
Okay.
level.
So working
College
your way.
is a lot different
Yeah.
than
That's the way to go.
NFL.
Yeah, you crack me up sometimes,
Just have to
man.
work your way up.
You would talk to me about the kids you were coaching on the JV team and on the freshman team, and you're like, man, these kids, they lose a game, get blown out, and they be talking and laughing on the bus afterwards. You're like, I can't stand that. So,
A new generation of kids.
new generation already, huh? Any other questions, Jonathan, you got?
No, that covers it all.
That covers everything? Well, let's go ahead and get in this talk about yesterday's games. We had a couple of games yesterday. First one that is probably the most obvious and stands out the most is the Buffalo Bills versus the Kansas City Chiefs. If you watch that game, you know it was a back and forth game the whole time. I mean, especially the fourth quarter, it was just back and forth. Normally Kansas City is blowing teams out, but what was y'all's thoughts on the game? What y'all see in the game yesterday? Did you think Kansas City was going to pull it out?
I knew Kansas City was going to pull it out ever since they had Patrick Mahomes. I never thought they were going to lose the game at all.
Okay. Not even when Buffalo scored.
Nah, I thought they were getting at least field goal range, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
13 seconds left. Tyreek Hill, obviously,
Tyreek Hill was
fastest player
balling.
in the NFL, my bad.
Tyreek Hill was shaking.
Yeah.
Did you see the play when he shook like three people at one time? He just and then three Buffalo Bills ran into each other and just collapsed. It was
Yeah.
almost like Barry Sanders, like I'm
He did the
aging
peace sign
myself.
on like the 15-yard line.
He did the peace sign on somebody. Tyreek Hill was just crazy. Speedy Gonzalez out there. That was amazing. But it's Kansas City Chiefs, they move so quickly down the field. Like how that last
Tough to
drive,
stop them, yeah.
they did 2 or 3 plays and then got
Two
a field
plays,
goal.
2 plays, yeah.
2 plays and then got a field goal just like that. It was too. It's like very quick for them to score. Shout out to the Buffalo Bills because the Buffalo Bills were really putting up a fight.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, what were your thoughts on yesterday's game with the Buffalo Bills and Kansas City Chiefs? What'd you see?
I thought it was a good game. I thought Buffalo played really well most of the part.
Did you think Buffalo was gonna win at some point?
Yeah, I thought Buffalo, when they scored with 13 seconds left, I was almost sure they would win the game.
Okay.
But for the Chiefs to come back and get in field goal range in 2 plays, it's just inexcusable for the Bills. It's like
Okay.
it's really like
Inexcusable.
I thought the Chiefs were gonna lose this game because the Bills. I mean, the Bills almost did everything right, but that last 13 seconds was like the worst
Right.
football that I saw 2 hours. I mean, 2 hours earlier, the Rams to the Buccaneers. Just the same thing. The defense was very bad the last couple of minutes.
So you watch the defense a lot and see what happens with them. I heard that the Kansas City Chiefs or the Buffalo Bills were trying to guard the end zone more than just guarding them get down the field. They were trying to make sure, hey, they don't score a touchdown on us, so they were backing up. Is that what you saw also?
Yeah, but I mean, when they have guys like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill who are going to be future Hall of Famers, and Patrick Mahomes, they're all going to be future Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
You might as well just double Kelce, double Hill, but they didn't do that. There's a lot of things they could have done. They
Okay.
could have squibbed it on the kickoff and took some extra time off. But
Okay.
there's 13 seconds left. There's no way they should have lost that game. But
Yeah, man. But then once it goes to overtime and they lost the coin toss,
just 50-50 chance at that point.
yeah. Once it went to overtime, you kind of knew the Chiefs were gonna win. But the Buffalo Bills, man.
If the Bills had got the coin toss, they would have won the game.
You
But
think so?
But they shouldn't have been in overtime in the first place.
Shout out to the Bills quarterback, man. He was really going at it with Mahomes. They were going back and forth, but
You know what's so crazy though is, and we'll get into the Buccaneers game later.
right,
But
we'll go there next.
these teams, like the last 2 minutes, like the other team needs 50 yards,
Like
and these
25
teams are really
points.
blitzing.
They're
Like-
really blitzing.
Like I was shocked to see the Chiefs blitzing yesterday.
Okay.
And the Buccaneers blitzing. It's like
Okay.
there's 13 seconds left. They need 70 yards. Why are you sending 6, 7 guys? You know what I'm saying? It's like just send 3, 4 people and have like 6 or 7 guys back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. And that's a great transition into the Buccaneers game, where some people are saying it's my man Tom Brady's last game. Some people are saying he'll be back next year. But what were your thoughts on that game, Jonathan? What did you see in that game?
Only Tom Brady knows if it's his last game or not.
Right.
I mean, I could see him retiring. I could see him coming back for another year. I'm really not sure. I think if they had Antonio Brown, they could have won that game.
You think so, huh? It was because
that proves
for a while
they needed Antonio Brown.
they didn't score a touchdown in the first half.
Yeah,
They didn't even get yardage.
they were hopeless.
That was crazy. What did you see, Jeremiah, in that game? How'd the Rams beat the Buccaneers?
I think the Rams they have a lot of talent on their team. Like their salary cap and probably well over it with the amount of guys they have. But I think as far as Tom Brady's last game, I don't think it's his last game. He said he wants to play till 45.
And where's he at? 42?
He's 44 right now.
44?
He'll be 45 next season.
That's
and
crazy.
I'm almost sure that he'll win another Super Bowl before he retires.
Okay.
I thought the Buccaneers, they were getting blown out, but
They were. But
But
you knew they were going to put up a
everything-
run. You kind of knew they were going to put up
Yeah.
a little run some point
Yeah.
in the way.
everything that could go wrong for the Rams went wrong, and it's because the other team has Tom Brady, like Cooper Kupp start to fumble, and then they can't even snap it on time, and then everything went wrong for them. And I correct me if I'm wrong, Jonathan. I think there was 8 seconds left.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, there was not a lot of time left for Kupp or Stafford to throw a 44-yard pass to Kupp is kind of like that defensive play too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know which one's worse, that one or the Bills, but that was very bad.
They
very
ran him
bad
down
play.
safety high. So
I don't know why you're blitzing there in that situation.
You felt like they shouldn't have blitzed in that situation and just locked down.
I think if the game went to overtime, and even if the Rams got the ball first, the Buccaneers would have won because the momentum got shifted all over. The Rams were on the road, but
And they lost. Both games were lost by a field goal, right? No. A field goal sent the game into overtime for the Bills game.
They
But
were
the first
the
game
average
was
decided by 1 point average.
Okay.
Hey, you definitely have to give a shout out to Matthew Stafford though and the Rams because like even
They
when
took
the
care of
momentum
business.
shifted, they still won the game. So,
Right. They maintained that Tom Brady
Yeah.
rush because I know Tom Brady. He will come back in the fourth quarter on you. Like he focuses in, he zones in, and then next thing you know, they done won the game. Some people said the game was rigged yesterday. What's your all's thoughts on that? Some people said that game, the first game with the Buccaneers and Rams, they're like, man, this is rigged. You didn't see any rigged play calls, rigged refereeing?
I didn't see.
You didn't see any?
Tom Brady just is an excellent player. His team plays well.
Tom Brady is just a great player. Okay. All right.
You
Okay.
see.
I don't think it was rigged. I think it's all rigged. I think it's all rigged. I don't think it was any more rigged than the rest of it. I think people are putting money on this, man. They need certain cities to get their
The officials,
Definitely.
Like the LA Rams.
They need LA. LA always has a team.
LA has to have a good football run this year.
Yeah,
Just
they
like the
are.
Oakland Raiders, they're gonna have to have a good, or the Las Vegas Raiders, they're gonna have to have a good run to get the city going and
Yeah.
the city behind the team. So I think the LA Rams have it this year.
especially because the Lakers ain't doing it.
The Lakers are not doing it.
The
The
Lakers
Lakers,
are-
man.
Hopeless.
LA got some sports teams out there, man. Between baseball, basketball, and football, they got a lot of sports teams. Some states don't even have one team.
Yeah.
You know, some states don't. Like a state like Montana, I don't think they have one team or nothing like that. So it's kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and give our NFL game day predictions for next week. We want to talk about both of the games. First off, let's talk about the LA Rams versus San Francisco 49ers, the California showdown game. What do you think is, what's your predictions on that game, Jeremiah? Coach Jeremiah.
I predict that. No, I don't know. I think the Rams will win the game because their talent, you know.
You got the Rams over the 49ers.
Yeah, living out here, there's a lot of 49ers fans. Like our neighbors are big 49ers fans.
A lot of
So
them.
I hope they lose because a lot of 49ers fans are bandwagons, and they're just some of the worst people.
Whoa, some of the worst people on the planet.
I think the Rams will win. I know that they've lost the last 6 meetings to the 49ers, and the head coach Sean McVay has not beat the 49ers yet. But I think the Rams will win. I think they just have they're playing their best football right now, and the 49ers just Jimmy Garoppolo will find a way to. We'll find a way to turn the ball over.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. All right. Do you have that game being a blowout, or is it going to be at least a close game?
I think the Rams win by 7.
Win by 7. Good little touchdown or so. Okay. I gotta go with the LA Rams as well. And the reason why is I'm not big on Garoppolo. I'm not big on Jimmy. Not big on Jimmy.
Garoppolo's trash, brother.
I don't know about him being
Garoppolo's
trash, but he's definitely not so big on him. And then I think San Francisco has the Kaepernick curse. I really think they got the Kaepernick curse where they not going to no Super Bowl and winning nothing after that. So that's my take on that game. Jonathan, what's your take on LA Rams with 49ers? You going with 49ers?
No,
You look like you going for 49ers.
I have the Los Angeles Rams winning that game.
Okay. All right. All three of us.
I mean, they got too many superstars on the defense. They got Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. They got Robert Woods. They got a lot of good players on that team.
Right. Yeah.
The defensive side of the ball.
Okay. All right. So how about for the next game, Jonathan?
Next game, so we got the Cincinnati Bengals
and the Kansas City Chiefs. What's your thoughts on that game? And what do you see it being a close game, or do you see it being a blowout? Kansas City, they always capable of blowing somebody out.
I see that game being a blowout.
Really?
And I see Kansas City winning that game.
Okay. Kansas City winning that game and being a blowout.
Yeah, I have no clue how the Cincinnati Bengals.
A lot of people have been saying that.
AFC Championship.
Why are people looking at Cincinnati as they're such an underdog? Is it just they weren't
supposed to be in there? Like, they took out the number 1 seed.
Right.
Tennessee Titans, but
they got in there from the wild card games, right?
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, now they're playing the top team with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, sometimes there's an advantage in being the underdog. Am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes being the underdog, it's like Kansas City might be like, you know what? We got Cincinnati. We looking for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's a possibility. So because of that, I'm going to say it's not going to be a blowout. I'm going to say it's not going to be a blowout because they've done made it this far. They obviously deserve to be there if they made it. Am I going to say that they can win? I'm going to say, because you said Kansas City, right? You said they about to blow them out. I'm going to say Kansas City's going to win. I can't go against Kansas City. But I'm not going to say it's a blowout. It's going to be a close game. Cincinnati deserves to be there.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Your thoughts, Jeremiah, on Cincinnati, Kansas City? Blowout.
I think Cincinnati's playing really well right now. I know they just beat the Chiefs just a few weeks ago to end the regular season.
Oh wow, yeah.
But seeing the way the Bills played yesterday and them still losing, Joe Burrow's really good, no doubt about it, and him and Jamar Chase. But I think Joe Burrow's gonna have to have a stellar game to win.
Right.
To win this Sunday. But I mean, I think it'll definitely be a close game because, like I said, the Bengals beat them just a few weeks ago, but it was in Cincinnati, and now the Bengals will be on the road. It's gonna be definitely a tougher game, but
blowout, close game.
Close game, but
close
I mean,
game.
I think Kansas City wins just because they have Patrick Mahomes, and like I said, what they did last night to the Bills, what the Bills did to them is to still lose. And
lose
Cincinnati,
the game, huh?
I think Cincinnati gets rolled by Buffalo. So
okay,
I think you got the Chiefs by 5.
Chiefs by 5. Okay, so that's interesting. Everybody, we pretty much picked all the same teams. We have LA Rams and Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. So real quick, let's go ahead and give, if that is the matchup, let's just end on giving that prediction. We'll of course get back on here and do another prediction when the Super Bowl comes, but if that's going to be the matchup, LA Rams versus Kansas City Chiefs, who do you all have? I'm going with the Rams. I'm going with the Rams
because the Chiefs it's time for them to be dethroned.
It's time for them to be dethroned.
Our brother Isaiah, the Chiefs will be dethroned. Mark my words, brother.
Man, he has people, he's out here making deals and bets with people. What about you, Jonathan?
I'm going to go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
If that's the matchup,
You just said the Rams.
Okay.
I have the Rams winning the other
Some
game.
people don't know nothing.
We got the
the Chiefs winning.
Okay, well, there we have it. There we have it. So we just wanted to get on here and give those NFL predictions, give a little NFL review. It'd be nice if Antonio Brown was playing yesterday.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll be back next year, playing on some team and doing well and not getting kicked out before the playoffs or not leaving before the playoffs goes down. But yeah, we'll definitely see. One thing I do gotta say, man, I was watching that Kansas City game. There was a lot of people in that crowd, and there wasn't no mask being worn. Is it a vaccine mandate?
Midwest.
Man, it's different out there. We in California out here, and everything's a mask mandate. Everything, you can't walk in here. People looking at you crazy if you don't have your mask. You got to have a certain type of mask. And then I talked to my friends in Texas and Georgia, and they're like, man, we don't have to wear none of that. So it's real crazy. But I noticed that during the game yesterday. So, Jeremiah, we want to welcome you on the S&J Sports Talk Show. Appreciate you coming on, my brother.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for bringing out such a great impact onto the show. My man, Jonathan, man, how we doing on that Spotify?
It's coming along, man. Stay tuned for the link. It's coming soon.
It's coming soon. We're getting the Spotify together. And we also working on a little theme song for the beginning, so be looking for that soon. Like we said, go ahead and like, subscribe, thumbs up, share the content as we expand this channel right here, S&J Sports Talk. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Peace, y'all.